depth here, Mr. Jackson?
It's probably about 8 foot. Like you mean to do it, you know?
Yeah.
Look at that stream of bubbles.
Right, off we go again.
Okay folks, so safety tip. So it's a beautiful hot day. I've got plenty of water. I've got my factor 50 on, but also more importantly, I've got some strides on as well. So basically, this field, as you can see behind me, over winter has had a lot of livestock in here. And with the long grass, you are prone to getting bitten by ticks. Any of you who know about ticks know that you don't really want to get eaten or bitten by them. So ticks are parasitic creatures, insects that bite you and feed off of your blood. Unfortunately, the other flip side of that is they can also carry a disease called Lyme's disease, which is pretty nasty. You can tell if you've been bitten by a tick because you get like a bullseye bite mark and swelling around the area where they've been feeding. Okay folks, so I've just used the weed rake and you can see I'm now splattered in all sorts of river goodness. It's river juice, as James calls it, river juice. But as you can see, quite a bit has been pulled out, and that will enable me to fish a lot easier in there. So what I'll do in a minute is I'll get some particle mix out and then fish over the top. This is my homemade weed rake that James refers to as the TV aerial. Those of a certain age will probably know what a TV aerial is. The youngsters, like young William, will be like but anyway, so yeah, this is just a bit of 20mm conduit with some coach bolts fired through it, and yeah, it works better than what you normally buy from Gardner and alike, which is like a really small head that you cast out and reel back in. Yeah, you do get messy, but it does your job. So I'm slowly getting there. I still yet to set my rods up. James is all set up, and young William is fishing a swim just to our right. James has been very, very generous, and this brolly keeps swinging around in a breeze, exactly when you don't want it to. James has been very generous, and he's given me a 1,000 size reel. I'm not sure what make it is. It's a Xing Yang, but it will get me going until I get a nice little Fox Ninja or something like that. James, cheers mate.
That's all right. Hello one and all. So 1991 John Wilson Avon quiver, a very up-to-date Shimano DL 2500 front drag.
What pound line you got on there, mate?
£5 all the way through. It's probably like jungle rope to most matchmen, but there's a chance of tension here. So, and on the business end, I don't know whether the GoPro can pick it up, but that is a lovely old Ultra Balsa 2BB from 1986.
Bring it over it. From 1986?
1986.
I remember seeing floats like that, mate.
Beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah, you don't see them anymore.
They don't.
Retro.
Very retro.
A bit like us.
Yeah, well, yeah. And yeah, I think we may well go back to young William, see what he's up to. I hope he's still not plumbing the depth. Cut.
How you doing? What you caught?
Nothing yet.
Oh.
I've seen lots of fish around.
Yeah. Cool. So you can see William is pole fishing. I personally can't stand pole fishing. I hate it with a passion. I just find it so awkward. I'm so used to using a reel and shipping it out, shipping it back in. To me, it doesn't seem natural. So, you know, you either like it or you don't. But anyway, we'll catch up with Wills again in a minute. Hopefully he'll have some fish to show us. Right, catch you in a bit. Well folks, nothing apart from a piddly little rod. James hasn't had anything as yet, and neither has William. Again, this is a problem of fishing in the, you know, in the bright sunshine. It's always better early morning or late at night. But again, it's more of a social than anything else. But yeah, James is going to try and get his drone up in a minute, and we'll see what he can see. There might be some carp cruising around on the top that he might be able to see with it, which would be quite nice, you never know. Wildlife is amazing, guys. Loads of darters, damselflies, all sorts. Oh, and as we say that, look, there's one just landed on my rod there. And a buzzard, yeah, buzzard up there circling, trying to find the thermals. Brilliant sight. Again, we take them as granted now, but a few years ago, buzzards were a very rare sight down in these parts. A bit like the red kite. You know, you used to see them all the time, and the only place you really see them is Oxfordshire. Oh, and here we go, guys, and a Spitfire, look. The iconic Spitfire. There we go, folks. The sound of that Merlin. Yeah, nothing else like it.
So fit it to a P52 Mustang.
Right folks, so this is the swim where I hooked into that pike the other day, and I lost it down there in the reeds. So you never know, there could be that monster still lurking. It'd be interesting if James did catch any silverfish and started getting them on the feed as to whether it would appear or not. I'm sure it probably would, but yeah, you can, well, I can see because I've got my polarised glasses on. It's really, really weedy out there, some nice banks of weed, so you can just imagine that pike sitting there laying up just waiting for stuff to come past and then ambushing. But anyway, James is about to prepare the orange peril, and hopefully it will go up and not just straight across into the reeds today. What do you think, James?
I don't know, I think you couldn't have resisted that.
What?
That comment.
Right
You
folks,
can't help it, folks.
I can't help it.
You can't help it.
Right folks, so just made sure that there's no grass that's gonna foul the props. So, and it's facing away from us, so if it does go on its mission, it will go into the field rather than into the river. So I can't understand why it doesn't just hover. The man from Delmonte, he say yes. People of a certain age would remember that advert. Obviously, young Wills is looking at me like, what the bloody hell am I going on about? But anyway, have you had anything?
Nope.
Oh. Right, let's go and see Uncle James with the drone and see how this goes. Right, it's up in the air. It should automatically do its own thing, one would think. I'll have a go. Bring it towards you. Don't keep walking towards it. Bring it towards you. But you've got the lights there to The orange peril, folks. The
Here it is.
orange peril.
We are recording, folks. Sit down in there. Behave itself.
Right, let's get it over a river and see if we can see anything.
That's trimmed it now.
Cool.
And the buttons you insisted on putting on, one of them's already come off.
Very nice. Well, it seems quite stable.
Yeah.
Oh.
Trimmed to the width, mate,
Go on, do it.
so unimpressed, isn't it?
Go on, do it.
It does float around.
Well, go on, slip.
Yeah, that'll be alright. Right folks, we're off. Drone Captain Andy. Oh well, he thought it'd be so easy. He thought it'd be so easy.
I thought it was supposed to like go up by about
What?
2 metres, hover and just sit there.
Be easy, yeah, probably in
It's like a GGI Mavic.
probably with zero wind. Now we're off again. There you go, number 2. Go on then. Yeah, it's difficult.
It's not doing anything, no input.
Yeah, it's difficult. Now folks, Andy's discovering how bloody awkward these things can be.
Well, what do you expect for 80 quid?
Well. Oh dear me. Yeah, I've got no doubt a DJI Mavic will be a lot smoother.
Far superior.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, all that. There you go. Yeah, I hate the
It's
controls.
just drifting.
Yeah. I hate the controls. Oh, close encounters. So this is the Kinex drone K8. I fear it's going back for a full refund.
Not ideal, is it?
No.
I've seen the reviews online and they haven't been too
Too truthful?
no, well that is the other thing. They haven't been very truthful and they haven't been very complimentary of it either.
Charming. Right.
We need to get this. It's going further and further away.
Well, hit the.
Where's the home button?
Tell you what. Yeah. That'll land.
Where's it gone? Oh, I can see it. It's hovering. Okay, folks. So let's try and find this drone now. As you can see, quite a lot of cattle over there. James's favourite. Right, folks. Here it is. Quinnox dog poo. So yeah, I'm not a fan of this, so I think James is gonna send back. To be honest, yeah, not great. The wind is blowing in my face now, and yeah, literally the drone was seesawing trying to get it back. It seemed that, like, I don't know, you try to give it some pitch to get the nose down to get it to come back, and it just wasn't doing anything. So honestly, there's been a lot of hype about this online, and when you do type in asking, like, you know, for honest reviews, there's not a great deal out there. So it's almost like it's purposefully being promoted and being sold as better than what it actually is. I think James is going to try and get a refund on it. I don't blame him. Right folks, so our conclusion is a definite no. And yeah, I was very harsh on James, saying that it was his inability to fly drones. But after having a go myself, honestly, it's supposed to elevate and hover at about 1.5 to 2 meters, and it just wasn't. It was just doing its own thing. James tried trimming it, and that didn't really achieve much. And like I say, the wind was just carrying it further and further away. The more he tried to pitch it to kind of like nose into the wind down and fly forwards, it just weren't doing anything. So yeah, any of you are thinking about getting a drone and have seen all the hype about these, don't bother.
Absolutely. So goodbye and good bleeding riddance.
The orange peril will be no more, because it has been perilous every bloody time. Well done, man.
Thank
so
you, ladies and gentlemen,
James has a nice
weed.
rud. That's a nice little rud there, mate. Well done.
Yeah, so hope he hasn't.
Have you got a disgorger?
Yeah, I think so.
There we go.
The mighty rod.
Well done, James.
Back you go, son.
And another little fish. Brilliant. Wow, that's a nice rod. Okay folks, so for you who don't know the difference between a rudd and a roach, this is a roach. Very similar looking to the rudd, but you'll be able to see, you'll see that the mouth points downwards, the fins are red and it's a more silvery colour. So that is how you tell the difference between a roach and a rudd, folks. Oop. Right folks, so this is a rudd. If you look at the mouth, you can see it's pointing upwards and it's a greeny bronzy kind of colour, and the body shape, it's a little bit deeper in the body, not as long and lean as a roach. Obviously when roach get bigger, they get a bit of a belly on them, but anyway, let's get this guy back. Like a ninja.
Hey folks, so a quick one on Williams pole, 7 metres, Census Carpex 30. Cut. No, seriously, the cameraman has the mental age of a 15-year-old or a guppy fish. So yeah, 7 metres, put together pole. I bought this for myself in 2010, mothballed it for a bit, and young William showed a bit of interest, so handed it to him, and he's caught, how many cruises did he caught? About 30 in one day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Nudegate, yeah. He's caught tench on it. It is a carp pole, the elastic, I think it's a 15 rating or something, I'm not entirely sure. It was more than up to the job. And usually me and the man, hello, from Delmonte, we fish Nudegate Estate Lakes. Yeah, recommended. They are pretty good.
Well folks, so as you're aware, we're doing a bit of a species challenge. There's not really that many lakes around here that have crucian,
Yeah.
so it might be worth us one day paying a visit up there and doing a bit of a session. What do you think?
I think that's a good idea. We could take Andy to Snake Pit, couldn't we, or Snake Lake, or the other one, Padlock Lake. Yeah,
Wow.
lots of tench, because when he's on them, he's on them. He enjoys just
Maybe that's
catching
something you'll see us in doing in the future for them folks.
them. Yeah. So.
Oh. Look at the bravery of this man with the river in between us and the cattle. Because James is the biggest fan of bullocks, aren't you? I know you talk a load, but
I've never been a fan of your bullock. Oh, and they disagree. William, what do you see apart from tomahawk and ribeye?
Some beef stroganoff.
Gotta be a bit more imaginative.
oh, come on, you could at least say some nice boots or something like that. Yeah, so he just told you to f*** off. He is special, isn't he, folks? Even the cows agree. Special. Okay folks, thanks for joining us. We only caught some small roach and rudd. James, I think, had the biggest rudd on that. But yeah, it was good. It was good.
It was very good. William?
Yeah, it was beautiful there. So.
Oh, fish topping over there in the behind us on the bridge. And we found out that the quinnox drone is a pile of dog.
Yeah, absolutely dog do.
Doo-doo.
Right, so next time you see us, well, I'm at Winton's first week of July. Well, for the weekend.
So yeah,
we are the three amigos. We're going to meet up probably the weekend after, if that's all right, Andy. Here we are, chaps and chapesses. Probably about 25 pounds. We're going to weigh it.
yeah, I'll probably get out on a kayak next week because I haven't really paid much attention to that, and hopefully, fingers crossed, the mackerel should be in, and also the black bream, because my freezer is now empty and I need to replenish it for pike season. So yeah, thanks again for joining us. Please consider subscribing and we'll see you next time.